Morning, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another class. My name is Mr. E. Today I will be teaching you how to fumble bad bitches. Okay? How to fumble the hus. How to fumble. This is not a class on how to get women. Remember, this is how to fumble. And why? Because who wants to have a girlfriend? Who wants to have any of that? You want to be single, right? You want to fumble all the bad bitches that come your way. So here's a proper guide on how to do that. So if you want to fumble bad bitches, let's hop straight into it with step number 1. You want to have a box of unresolved trauma. You want to have a Pandora's box tucked down deep in your heart. Just a bunch of unresolved trauma. Whatever your dad told you that you hate, he told you you're not going to be shit, all of that. You want to box all of that and put that shit deep in your heart somewhere. You heard? You want to have a box of unresolved trauma. Why? Because eventually some girls are going to come your way, and then you hit them with that trap. They see that, they open that Pandora's box a little bit. They see what's in there. They're like, oh, I don't want to fuck with this. And then they go right back into the water where they came from. Remember, the theme for this is catch and release. Catch and release. Say it with me. Catch and release. There you go. You don't want to keep any of them. You want to keep fumbling like you already been doing. So let's go. Step number 2. Come on, write it down in your notes, man. I'm not playing games right here. Write it down in your notes. Let's go. Step number 2. You want to be very, very indecisive. You don't want to know what you want. You don't want any of that shit, right? You don't want to you don't want to stick a lane and pick to it. You want to drive in both lanes. That's what you want. Why? Because sometimes you want to feel like, oh, I want a girlfriend, and then sometimes you feel like, oh, I want to be single. You don't want to stick to one lane, because if a girl comes in and then you're like, oh, I want to have a girlfriend. So you love bomb, not love bomb, but you're showing her affection. You're doing all the things that she would want a partner to do. And then you hit her with that switcheroo. You tell her, nah, baby, I don't want to have a girlfriend right now. I don't know. You don't want to know what you want. You wanna play both sides, because that's how you fumble. That's how you become a Hall of Fame fumbler. So if that's what you want, this is what you do. You don't pick a side and stick to it, because guess what? If you pick a side and stick to it, you might actually get exactly what you want. But you don't want that. You want to keep fumbling all the bad bitches. You want to keep fumbling like a Hall of Famer. So this is what you do. Don't pick a side. Number 3. Come on. I know you got it in your notes. Come on, man. Come on. I'll give you a second. I'll give you a second. Let you write it down. All right. Number 3. Let's hop straight into it. You want to enhance your natural looks. Okay? Because this isn't a guide on how to not get bitches. This is a guide on how to fumble them. Remember, how to fumble, catch, and release. So you want to work on yourself. You want to work on yourself to the point where girls come into the door. Because that's when you actually can fumble. Because if girls never came into the door, then you can't fumble. Remember, guys, if you fumble, that means you had possession at some point. And for you to get possession, you need to look good enough, right? So you work on yourself. You do the self-improvement. You go to the gym. You do all these things. And then you get that nice physique. And then you get that nice facial structure. And then the girls want you. But then you hit them with the 2 steps I already gave you. You hit them with that switcheroo. You hit them with that Pandora's box of unresolved trauma. That's what you want, right? So number 3, this is how you do it. You make sure you look good enough so the girls come into the door. And then once they come into the door, you hit them with that switcheroo. You hit them with that, yeah. That's Hall of Fame fumbler. Remember, guys, that's what we're going for. We're going for our names. We're going for our pictures on the wall, written in the history books. Hall of Fame fumbler. Now I'll give you a bonus step for those who actually stayed this long. Are you ready? The bonus step is you want to have a big ass checklist. Just a nice big checklist of unrealistic expectations. Now let it sink in a little bit. You want to have a bunch of unrealistic expectations. Why? Because if the girl happens, if she so dares to check off one of the boxes on that list, you could release her right back into the water. Hall of Fame fumbler. Yeah. So if she checks off, it could be something small. Who cares if she's really loyal? Who cares if she's gonna take care of you? Who cares if she's gonna cook for you? Who cares if she's gonna do all these things for you? Who cares if she's gonna buy you gifts? Who cares if she's never gonna text another man? She's never gonna cheat on you. She's never gonna do anything with anybody else. Who cares about all that? All we care about is the fact that she's kissed somebody else before you. All we care about is the fact that she's not a virgin anymore. She's had one boyfriend before you. She's had two boyfriends before you. That's all we need. Just that one checklist. She's going right back into the water. Remember, Hall of Fame fumbler. This is what we train for. Okay? So if she checks off any of these things on that checklist, you could throw her right back into the water and go right back to square one. Hall of Fame fumbler. We ain't trying to bag nobody. Okay? So this is how you get it done. I'm teaching you. I'm giving you all of my sauce right here. If you want to become a Hall of Fame fumbler like me, bro, this is how you get it done. You want to have that unrealistic checklist, that unrealistic expectations, high ass standards. Okay? If she checks off any of these, any of them at all, you're looking for an excuse to just push her away. Just release her right back into the water. Say it with me. What's the motto? Catch and release. There you go. Now you studying, bro. There you go. I'm proud of you. You're on your way, man. You're gonna do big things. So if you want to become a Hall of Famer like me, this is what you do. This is how you become a Hall of Fame fumbler. This is how you fumble the 10 out of 10 bad bitches. And if you do the opposite, you might actually end up with a girlfriend. So don't do that, because you don't want a girlfriend. You don't want to fucking have a girlfriend, man. Let's be real, bro. You want to become a fumbler like me. So keep doing this, right? These steps that I told you, keep doing that. Then once you got in your notes, study that. Revise that, regurgitate on that information, and I'm telling you, bro, you will become a Hall of Fame fumbler like me. Mr. E, out.